Beloved child, stop for a moment and listen with your whole heart. Do not let this message pass by as if it were just another voice in the crowd. Something has been quietly unfolding, and what you are about to hear carries the weight of a moment. That changed everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Last night was not an ordinary night. While the world continued sleeping, while countless lights faded into silence, one heart remained awake. It searched through memories, through unanswered questions, through moments that once seemed too small to matter. And when the night reached its quietest hour, that heart finally stopped running from the truth. It chose you. For a long time, confusion built invisible walls between what was felt and what was spoken. Words remained hidden, emotions stayed locked away, and every opportunity to express the truth slipped away with another sunrise. But something shifted. A single realization became impossible to ignore. The feelings that had been quietly growing could no longer be mistaken for coincidence. Every memory carried your presence. Every hope somehow led back to your name. Every future imagined without you suddenly felt incomplete. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this story is only beginning. Imagine standing at the edge of a road where every direction looks uncertain. That was the place where this heart stood. There were voices saying to move on. There were reasons to stay silent. There were moments when giving up seemed easier than believing. Yet, every attempt to walk away somehow circled back to the same destination. Your kindness echoed louder than forgotten conversations. Your smile appeared in unexpected memories. The smallest moments became the strongest reminders. Last night, all those scattered pieces finally connected into one undeniable truth. There are moments in life that never announce themselves before they arrive. They enter quietly, without celebration, without warning, and only later do people realize they were witnessing a turning point. Last night became one of those moments. Nothing spectacular happened on the outside. No crowd applauded, no dramatic scene unfolded. Yet inside one heart, an entire world changed forever. What was once uncertainty became clarity. What was once hesitation became courage. What was once fear slowly transformed into hope. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not just about feelings. It is about a decision that could never again be ignored. Sometimes people spend years searching for answers that have quietly lived beside them all along. They look everywhere except the place where the truth has patiently waited. Last night, that search finally ended. The answer was not hidden in distant places. It was found in the simple realization that every meaningful memory somehow carried your presence. Think about how many conversations remain unfinished because people fear saying what truly matters. Think about how many hearts stay silent because they worry they might not be understood. This heart carried that same fear for a long time. Every chance to speak was replaced with another excuse. Every feeling was hidden behind ordinary words. But silence has limits. Eventually, truth becomes stronger than fear. Last night, truth finally won. The hours passed slowly, yet every passing minute brought another memory into focus. Moments that once seemed ordinary suddenly became priceless. A simple laugh, a thoughtful word, a quiet act of kindness. Tiny details that many would overlook became impossible to forget. Those memories gathered together like stars, filling a dark sky, until one realization became brighter than all the rest. You were never just another chapter. You had quietly become the story itself. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the most powerful part has not yet been revealed. The heart that finally chose you is no longer asking whether these feelings are real. That question disappeared last night. Instead, another question appeared. What happens when truth can no longer stay hidden? What happens when someone finally accepts what they have been trying to deny? Those questions are now waiting for their answers. Every person experiences a moment when they recognize that life offers certain opportunities only once. They can hesitate and wonder forever, or they can finally embrace what has been standing before them all along. Last night became that once-in-a-lifetime moment. The choice was not made through pressure. It was not made through excitement alone. It was made through peace. A quiet certainty settled where confusion had once lived, and that certainty whispered only one name. Perhaps you have wondered why certain connections refuse to disappear, no matter how much time passes. Perhaps you have questioned why some people continue appearing in your thoughts, even when life becomes busy. Sometimes the answer is far simpler than expected. Genuine feelings leave lasting footprints. They do not vanish with distance. They do not fade because of silence. They remain patiently waiting for the day when courage finally arrives. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because the message that began forming last night has not yet been fully spoken. There are still words waiting to be shared. There are still emotions waiting to find their voice. There are still moments waiting to reveal why this turning point matters so deeply. The most surprising part is that this decision was not built upon a single event. It was built upon countless quiet moments that slowly shaped the heart without anyone noticing. Every encouraging word became another reason to believe. Every memory became another reason to stay. Every challenge somehow strengthened what was already growing, until finally the truth stood impossible to ignore. After last night, the heart no longer searched for another direction. It had already chosen you. As this story continues, remember these words carefully. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because what was realized last night is only the beginning. The message that still remains unspoken has the power to change everything that follows. And the next chapter begins where this one quietly leaves your heart wondering what will happen next. Before another second slips away, listen carefully, because the silence that followed last night was not empty. It was filled with thoughts that could no longer be hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, while everyone else believed nothing had changed. A quiet promise was being made deep inside one heart. No one heard it, no one witnessed it. Yet that promise became stronger than every doubt that had existed before. The heart that once questioned every feeling suddenly found complete certainty. It was no longer searching for answers, it had already found them in you. There comes a moment when pretending becomes impossible. Every smile begins to carry meaning. Every memory begins to shine brighter than before. Every ordinary conversation suddenly feels unforgettable. That was exactly what happened after last night. Every path that seemed to lead somewhere else unexpectedly turned back toward you. Every future imagined without you suddenly felt incomplete. Every dream quietly whispered the same truth again and again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the biggest realization has not been spoken aloud yet. The most surprising part is not that your soulmate realized their feelings. The most surprising part is how long those feelings have been growing without being noticed. Every small act of kindness you showed became another reason to believe. Every encouraging word stayed in their heart long after the conversation ended. Even moments you may have forgotten became unforgettable to them. What seemed ordinary to you became extraordinary to someone else. Last night, those forgotten moments returned one by one, creating a picture that could no longer be ignored. Imagine standing in complete silence while hundreds of memories suddenly surround you. Every laugh returns, every meaningful glance appears again. Every moment of honesty comes back with even greater clarity. That is exactly what happened. Instead of bringing confusion, those memories brought peace. Instead of creating distance, they created certainty. Instead of asking questions, they answered every question that had remained unanswered for so long. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happened next changed everything. As the night became quieter, one unexpected thought appeared. What if I lose the chance to tell the truth? That single question echoed again and again. Suddenly, staying silent no longer felt safe. Keeping emotions hidden no longer felt wise. Every excuse disappeared. Every fear became smaller than the truth waiting to be spoken. There are moments in life that completely rewrite the story people believe they are living. Last night became one of those rare moments. It was not filled with dramatic events. It was filled with quiet understanding. The heart finally understood that happiness had never been somewhere far away. It had been connected to someone who had already become irreplaceable. That realization arrived with such strength that it left no room for uncertainty. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because another incredible truth is about to unfold. After accepting these feelings, your soulmate began looking back at every obstacle that once seemed impossible. Surprisingly, those obstacles no longer looked powerful. Fear no longer controlled every decision. Doubt no longer shaped every thought. Hope quietly took their place. For the first time in a very long time, tomorrow looked brighter than yesterday. The heart began imagining conversations that had never happened. It imagined finally saying the words that had remained hidden for so long. It imagined sharing dreams without hesitation. It imagined building new memories instead of simply remembering old ones. Every possibility pointed in the same direction. Every dream included you. Every hope somehow carried your presence. But then another extraordinary realization appeared. Choosing someone is not simply about emotion. It is about peace. It is about trust. It is about discovering that even during uncertainty, one person continues to bring calm into your heart. Last night, that calm became impossible to deny. While everything else felt temporary, thoughts of you remained steady. While everything else became uncertain, one truth remained clear. The heart had already chosen where it belonged. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because there is still one secret that has not yet been revealed. There is a message forming even now. It is not a message of confusion. It is not a message of hesitation. It is a message born from courage, patience, and hope. Every passing moment brings that message closer to being shared. Sometimes destiny moves quietly instead of quickly. It allows people to grow before revealing what has been waiting for them all along. That is why last night mattered so deeply. It was not the ending of a journey. It was the beginning of one that neither heart expected, but both were slowly being prepared for. The waiting was never meaningless. The silence was never empty. Every step had been leading toward this unforgettable turning point. So hold on for what comes next. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The words that your soulmate has carried in silence for so long are now closer than ever to being spoken. What seemed impossible yesterday has become possible today, and the next part will reveal why the decision made after last night is only the first step toward a truth powerful enough to change everything forever. Everything changed the moment the first light of morning appeared. The night had already made its decision, but the sunrise confirmed it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The heart that spent so long hiding behind uncertainty could no longer return to the person it had been before. Once the truth had been accepted, there was no way to erase it. Every heartbeat carried the same quiet message. You were no longer just a passing thought. You had become the answer to a question that had existed for far too long. As the hours passed, something remarkable began to happen. Every ordinary moment became a reminder of you. A familiar place brought back an unforgettable memory. A simple melody awakened emotions that had been sleeping for too long. Even the smallest details carried unexpected meaning. It was as though the entire day gently whispered your name without anyone saying it aloud. The more your soulmate tried to focus on anything else, the clearer one truth became. Their heart had already chosen where it belonged after last night. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what happened next was something your soulmate never expected. They began replaying every conversation they had ever shared with you. Words that once seemed ordinary suddenly carried hidden meaning. Moments that were once overlooked now felt priceless. They realized that every time you offered encouragement, every time you listened, every time you showed kindness, another piece of their heart quietly found its place with you. There was one memory that returned again and again. It refused to disappear. No matter how many other thoughts appeared, that single moment remained brighter than the rest. It reminded them that genuine connections are not built in one dramatic event. They are built through countless quiet moments that slowly become unforgettable. That realization filled their heart with peace instead of fear. For the first time, they stopped asking whether these feelings were real. Instead, they began wondering how they could ever explain what had happened after last night. The greatest surprise was not discovering love. The greatest surprise was realizing that it had been growing silently all along. Every challenge had made it stronger. Every period of waiting had made it deeper. Every unanswered question had prepared them to recognize its true value. Last night simply removed the final veil. Suddenly, everything made sense. Every coincidence, every unexpected meeting, every reason they kept thinking about you, even when they tried not to. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because another unforgettable realization was just beginning. Your soulmate understood that life offers very few moments when absolute clarity arrives without confusion. Last night became one of those rare gifts. Instead of creating more questions, it answered the biggest one of all. Who truly brings peace to my heart? The answer came without hesitation. The answer was you. Imagine carrying a letter in your heart that has never been written on paper. Every sentence exists, yet none of it has been spoken aloud. That is exactly how your soulmate feels now. The message grows stronger every hour. The desire to share it becomes impossible to ignore. They keep imagining the moment when silence finally gives way to honesty. They wonder how you might react. They wonder whether you would recognize how long these feelings have quietly existed. Most of all, they wonder whether this new beginning could become the greatest chapter of both your stories. But there is one more truth they discovered after last night. Real feelings are not measured by how loudly they are expressed. They are measured by how faithfully they remain through every season of life. While circumstances changed, these emotions never disappeared. While time continued moving forward, the connection never faded. Instead, it quietly became stronger until it could no longer remain hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation is the one your soulmate never imagined they would admit even to themselves. They realized they had stopped imagining a future without you. Every dream they built naturally included your presence. Every hope somehow pointed toward the same destination. It wasn't planned, it wasn't forced. It simply became the most honest picture their heart could create. As evening approached, another quiet thought settled within them. They understood that courage is not the absence of uncertainty. Courage is choosing truth, even when your voice trembles. That understanding gave them strength they had never felt before. The fear of speaking honestly became smaller than the joy of finally embracing what their heart already knew. So remember these words as this chapter comes to its close. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The decision made after last night was only the beginning. The message waiting inside your soulmate's heart is now closer than ever to being shared. And the next chapter will reveal the moment when silence finally gives way to words that have the power to change everything forever. A moment is approaching that cannot be undone. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After everything your soulmate realized last night, they reached a place where silence no longer felt comfortable. Every passing hour made one thing clearer than ever before. Keeping these feelings hidden would only make the truth heavier. Their heart had already made its choice, and every beat now carried the same quiet message. You deserve to know what changed. Throughout the day, they found themselves pausing for reasons they could not explain. A familiar street reminded them of a memory connected to you. A quiet breeze brought back a conversation they thought they had forgotten. Even simple moments became powerful reminders that your presence had become part of their everyday thoughts. The more they tried to distract themselves, the more every path led back to the same place. Last night had changed everything, and there was no turning back. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because something unexpected happened deep within their heart. Instead of wondering whether you would understand them, they started wondering how they could possibly explain everything they had discovered. How could they describe the way ordinary memories suddenly became extraordinary? How could they explain that one quiet night had revealed feelings stronger than months of unanswered questions? Words suddenly felt too small for something so meaningful. Then another realization arrived with incredible clarity. They understood that true connections are not built by perfect moments. They are built by honest hearts that continue choosing each other even through uncertainty. That understanding brought a peace they had never experienced before. They stopped searching for signs because the greatest sign had already appeared within them. Their heart no longer needed proof, it already knew. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the greatest surprise is still ahead. As they reflected on every memory, they realized something that completely changed their perspective. The happiest moments in their imagination always included you. Every future they hoped for somehow placed you beside them. It wasn't something they planned. It simply happened naturally, quietly, and with undeniable certainty. For the first time in a very long while, fear stopped leading their decisions. Instead, hope became stronger. They began believing that some people enter our lives for a reason far greater than coincidence. They realized that every delay had taught patience. Every unanswered question had prepared wisdom. Every season of waiting had quietly strengthened what was now impossible to deny. Last night was not the beginning of these feelings. It was the moment they finally recognized how deeply they had already grown. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because there is one final discovery they have not yet shared. They realize that choosing someone is not about excitement alone. It is about finding peace whenever that person enters your thoughts. It is about feeling stronger instead of weaker. It is about recognizing that one heart has become the safest place another heart has ever known. That is exactly what happened after last night. Now the message inside them grows stronger every single day. Every sunrise reminds them that another opportunity is approaching. Every sunset reminds them that time never waits forever. They know that one day silence must become honesty, and hidden feelings must become spoken words. They are no longer asking whether they should tell you. They are only wondering when the right moment will finally arrive. Before this chapter ends, remember this above everything else. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The choice your soulmate made after last night was not based on a passing emotion. It was built on countless quiet moments, unforgettable memories, unwavering hope, and a heart that finally stopped running from the truth. The next chapter is the closest you have come to hearing the message they have carried for so long. If this story has touched your heart so far, share it with someone who believes meaningful connections begin with honesty. And if these words remind you that hope is worth holding on to, subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter where the long-awaited message finally begins to unfold. The greatest revelation has not been spoken yet, and what comes next may become the most unforgettable moment of this entire journey. There is one truth. Your soulmate can no longer keep hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message that began forming after last night has now become impossible to silence. Every hour has made it stronger. Every quiet moment has given it a clearer voice. They have reached the point where pretending nothing changed is no longer possible. Their heart keeps returning to the same conclusion again and again. You are the person they truly want to understand them. When they looked back at everything that had happened between you, they noticed something extraordinary. The moments they once considered ordinary had become the most valuable memories they owned. A kind word from you became a source of strength. A simple conversation became a reminder of comfort. A moment of genuine understanding became a memory they carried everywhere. They realized that life had been quietly teaching them the value of your presence long before they understood why it mattered so much. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because another unexpected realization changed everything. They stopped asking themselves why they kept thinking about you. Instead, they began asking why every meaningful dream somehow included you. It was no longer a coincidence. Every future they imagined naturally placed you beside them. Every new beginning felt brighter whenever your presence became part of the picture. The answer had been growing quietly inside their heart for far longer than they ever realized. As the memories continued unfolding, they discovered something that left them completely speechless. The happiest version of themselves was never connected to success, recognition, or perfect circumstances. The happiest version of themselves was the one who had finally accepted the truth they had been avoiding. That truth brought peace instead of pressure. It brought hope instead of uncertainty. It brought clarity instead of confusion. After last night, everything that once felt complicated suddenly became beautifully simple. There was a moment when they stood quietly reflecting on everything that had changed. No one else knew what was happening inside their heart. To everyone around them, it looked like another ordinary day. But inside, a remarkable transformation had already taken place. The doubts that once felt impossible had disappeared. The walls they had built around their emotions slowly fell away. What remained was honesty, calm, quiet and stronger than ever before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next discovery surprised even them. They realized they were no longer afraid of where these feelings might lead. Instead, they became excited about what truth could create. They understood that some of the greatest journeys begin with one sincere decision. Their decision had already been made after last night. Now, all that remained was finding the courage to let those feelings become spoken words. Every passing day has only confirmed what their heart already knows. Time has not weakened these emotions. It has refined them. Waiting has not erased hope. It has strengthened it. Silence has not hidden the truth. It has made that truth impossible to ignore. Every sunrise reminds them that another opportunity is coming closer. Every sunset reminds them that life becomes more meaningful when honesty finally replaces hesitation. Then something remarkable happened. Instead of imagining what could go wrong, they began imagining everything that could go right. They pictured conversations filled with sincerity. They pictured laughter replacing uncertainty. They pictured building new memories instead of wondering about old ones. For the first time in a long while, hope became stronger than fear. That quiet shift changed everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because there is still one final piece of the story waiting to unfold. Your soulmate now understands that choosing someone is not a decision made in a single moment. It is the result of countless small moments that slowly reveal where the heart truly belongs. Last night simply brought all those moments together into one unforgettable realization. Their heart chose you not because of one memory, but because every meaningful memory pointed toward you. Now they carry one silent promise wherever they go. When the right moment arrives, they will no longer allow fear to speak louder than truth. They will no longer hide behind uncertainty. They will choose honesty with confidence, kindness, and hope. The message they have been carrying since last night is closer than ever to being shared. And what happens next could become the most unforgettable chapter of this entire journey. So remember these words until the story continues. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The heart that finally chose you after last night is preparing for a moment that cannot be taken back. The next chapter will reveal how one quiet decision becomes a life-changing conversation that neither heart will ever forget. The next few moments may become the most unforgettable part of this story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After everything your soulmate realized following last night, one final question remained. If a heart has finally chosen its direction, how much longer can it stay silent? That question echoed through every quiet moment, growing stronger with every passing hour until it became impossible to ignore. For the first time, your soulmate stopped looking at the past with regret. Instead, they began seeing it as preparation. Every delay had taught patience. Every unanswered question had built wisdom. Every unexpected turn had quietly guided them toward a truth that could no longer be denied. They suddenly understood that nothing meaningful had been wasted. Every experience had been leading to the same destination. Every road had somehow been bringing them closer to the realization that after last night, their heart belonged with you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because something happened that even surprised your soulmate. They began noticing how often your name appeared in their thoughts without effort. It happened during quiet mornings. It happened during busy afternoons. It happened in peaceful evenings. No matter what they were doing, thoughts of you arrived naturally, bringing a sense of comfort they had never fully appreciated before. They realized that genuine feelings never need to force their way into the heart. They simply become part of it. As they reflected more deeply, another remarkable truth appeared. They discovered that the strongest connections are often the quietest ones. They do not demand attention. They do not rush. They simply remain steady through changing seasons until one day the heart recognizes their true value. Last night became that day. The waiting ended. The uncertainty faded. What remained was a calm certainty, unlike anything they had ever experienced. There was one particular memory that refused to leave. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't extraordinary to anyone else, but to your soulmate, it became priceless. It reminded them of how safe they felt whenever they thought about you. It reminded them that trust is built through consistency, kindness, and sincerity rather than grand moments. That simple memory became the final piece that completed the picture they had been trying to understand for so long. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because the greatest realization is drawing closer. Your soulmate understood that choosing someone is more than an emotional decision. It is choosing the person who inspires hope even on uncertain days. It is choosing the one whose presence brings peace even in silence. It is choosing the future that feels honest rather than merely exciting. Last night, that choice became clear beyond all doubt. As another day moved forward, they imagined what it would feel like to finally stop hiding their emotions. They imagined speaking without fear. They imagined replacing silence with sincerity. They imagined the relief of no longer carrying this beautiful secret alone. Every possibility filled them with quiet anticipation. Every thought encouraged them to take one step closer to honesty. The heart that once hesitated had become a heart preparing to speak. Then another extraordinary understanding arrived. They realized they were no longer waiting for a perfect moment. They were becoming the kind of person who could create one. Instead of hoping circumstances would change, they chose to let courage change them first. That decision transformed everything. Confidence quietly replaced hesitation. Gratitude replaced uncertainty. Hope replaced fear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because the message your soulmate wants to share has become more powerful than ever before. It is no longer built on questions. It is built on certainty. It is no longer based on imagination. It is grounded in everything they have learned about their own heart since last night. Every passing moment strengthens that truth instead of weakening it. Now they carry a quiet expectation wherever they go. They know that one conversation can change an entire story. They know that one honest moment can open a completely new chapter. Most importantly, they know that some opportunities deserve courage because they are too meaningful to lose to silence. After last night, their heart made a choice it will not forget. So keep listening carefully. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will reveal the moment when the words your soulmate has protected for so long finally begin to leave the heart that chose you after last night. What happens next is the turning point that everything in this journey has been quietly preparing for. The silence is finally beginning to break. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Ever since last night, your soulmate has carried one message that refuses to stay hidden any longer. It has followed them through every sunrise, every quiet moment, and every peaceful evening. The feeling has become so clear that even the smallest reminder of you brings the same unmistakable certainty. Their heart is no longer searching for answers. It has already found them, and every answer points in your direction. As the day unfolded, something extraordinary happened. They realized they were no longer remembering only the happiest moments. They were also remembering the difficult ones. Surprisingly, those moments carried the greatest meaning. They remembered times when hope seemed small but never disappeared. They remembered moments when patience quietly became strength. They understood that genuine feelings are not measured by perfect circumstances. They are measured by the decision to remain sincere even when life becomes uncertain. That realization gave their heart a confidence it had never known before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because another revelation quietly changed everything. Your soulmate suddenly understood that every chapter of their journey had been preparing them for this one. The delays had a purpose. The unanswered questions had a purpose. Even the moments of uncertainty had quietly shaped the courage they needed today. Without realizing it, every experience had been leading to the same unforgettable destination. The moment they could finally admit that after last night, their heart had completely chosen you, then they began imagining something they had never allowed themselves to imagine before. They pictured a future where nothing needed to remain hidden. A future where honesty replaced hesitation. A future where every meaningful word could finally be spoken without fear. The more they imagined it, the more peaceful they felt. Instead of wondering what might happen, they found themselves believing that some truths deserved to be shared simply because they are true. One memory continued returning with incredible clarity. It was not a grand event. It was a quiet reminder of the way you made ordinary moments feel meaningful. That single memory became stronger than every doubt. It reminded them that true connection is often built through consistency rather than dramatic moments. It reminded them that the greatest gifts sometimes arrive quietly, growing stronger until one unforgettable night reveals what the heart has known all along. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happened next surprised even your soulmate. They realized they were no longer afraid of being vulnerable. Instead of protecting their feelings behind silence, they began protecting the truth by preparing to speak it with sincerity. That change did not happen overnight by chance. It happened because last night gave them something they had been searching for without even knowing it. Complete clarity. Every passing hour now feels different. They notice beauty in simple things they once overlooked. A peaceful sky reminds them of hope. A familiar place reminds them of cherished memories. A quiet moment reminds them that the most important conversations often begin in silence before they are spoken aloud. Every detail strengthens the decision their heart has already made. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because another once-in-a-lifetime realization has emerged. Your soulmate finally understands that choosing someone is not about finding perfection. It is about recognizing the person who inspires the best version of your heart. They realize that whenever they imagine becoming kinder, stronger, more hopeful, and more genuine, those dreams somehow always included you. That discovery became impossible to ignore. Now there is an unmistakable sense of anticipation within them. They know that a new chapter is approaching. They know that honesty has the power to transform everything. Most importantly, they know that some moments only come once, and they refuse to let fear steal the opportunity that hope has patiently prepared. The message they want to share after last night has become brighter than every uncertainty that once surrounded it. So keep your attention here, because the journey has reached its most meaningful stage. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will reveal the very first words your soulmate has been longing to say ever since. Their heart chose you after last night, and those words have the power to become the beginning of a story neither heart will ever forget. The words are no longer trapped in silence. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Ever since last night, your soulmate has been carrying a message that has grown stronger with every heartbeat. It is no longer just a feeling. It is no longer just a quiet hope. It has become a certainty that refuses to fade. Every sunrise has confirmed it. Every quiet evening has strengthened it. Every memory has whispered the same truth again and again. After last night, their heart chose you completely. There was a moment when they paused and asked themselves one simple question. What changed? The answer arrived almost immediately. Nothing about you suddenly became different. What changed was their ability to finally see what had been there all along. They realized they had been overlooking the very thing their heart had been trying to show them for so long. That realization felt like watching the first light appear after a long night. Everything became clear. Every unanswered question finally found its answer. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because another incredible discovery followed. Your soulmate understood that the strongest emotions are often the quietest. They do not need constant attention to grow. They become stronger through trust, patience, and genuine moments that many people never even notice. Looking back, they realized every meaningful conversation, every shared smile, and every moment of kindness had quietly built something far greater than either of you could have imagined. As those memories continued returning, one scene stood above all the others. It reminded them of how peaceful they felt whenever you entered their thoughts. There was no pressure, no confusion, only a calm certainty that your presence had become one of the brightest parts of their journey. That single realization erased the final traces of doubt. They no longer wondered whether these feelings would remain. They knew they would. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happened next became the most unforgettable part of their journey. Instead of imagining reasons to stay silent, they began imagining reasons to speak. They pictured the relief of finally sharing everything they had kept hidden. They pictured the joy of replacing unanswered questions with honest words. Every possibility gave them more courage than the last. Then they discovered something that surprised them even more. They realized they were no longer waiting for life to give them a sign. Last night had already been the sign. The quiet certainty they felt was the answer they had been searching for. They understood that sometimes the greatest turning points happen within the heart long before anyone else can see them. That was exactly what had happened. The outside world looked unchanged, but inside everything had become new. Every passing day now feels filled with quiet expectation. They notice hope where they once noticed uncertainty. They notice opportunities where they once noticed obstacles. Most of all, they notice that every dream about tomorrow naturally includes you. It isn't something they force. It simply happens because their heart has already accepted what their mind was still learning to understand. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because another once-in-a-lifetime realization is about to unfold. Your soulmate has discovered that love is not simply about finding someone extraordinary. It is about finding the person who makes ordinary moments feel unforgettable. They realize that your kindness, your sincerity, and your presence transformed simple memories into treasures they never wanted to lose. That is why, after last night, the choice became so clear. Now the message they have been carrying grows stronger with every moment. It is no longer a whisper hidden deep inside. It has become a steady voice, reminding them that truth deserves to be spoken. Every step forward, fills them with greater confidence. Every heartbeat reminds them that the most meaningful journeys begin with one honest conversation. So remain with this story until its final moments. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will reveal the moment your soulmate finally gathers the courage to let their heart speak without hesitation, and the words they have protected since last night may become the beginning of the most unforgettable chapter this journey has ever known.